as if that is not enough, what you call the reserve margin, which is a necessity, because you just don't bring plants to meet exactly what you consume. What if one plant goes up for maintenance or any situation? That is not also part of the tariff structure. More importantly, the tariff itself, ECG, is unable to collect all the monies. And so you're having a deficit of about 2 billion cedis every month when it comes to ECG's collections. When you add that deficit and you add the fuel, which is not part of the pass-through, you are looking at over 30 billion. Crown Power has just sent us a letter that by 18th, they will shut down the plant because we owe them more than $400 million. IPPs alone, we owe them $1.7 billion. And so it's serious. I must be frank with you, Chairman, today as I sit here this morning, my headache is how to get the next parcel of liquid fuel. The fuel will have to take us 2.6 days. We've placed order for fuel, but it has to be paid. We've procured some fuel on credit and working with the Ministry of Finance to pay. But the truth is that the Ministry of Finance also has its limits. And so we're going to Cabinet to discuss how we can improve on the sector. And that is why we are pushing for some private sector participation in ECG's operations. It does not entirely solve the problem, but it takes us to another level. Because if the collections are reduced from the 40% to say 5%, it means they will be collecting more. Cabinet has also adopted a position, and we'll brief you, Chairman. All MMDs are supposed to pay for the electricity bill. You have to budget for it. We've identified what we call critical institutions. They include the health sector, the education sector, the security agencies, and the presidency. Even with that, so if you take the health sector, it's the theaters, the laboratories, the wards that will be exempted. If you take the education institutions, dormitories are not part, restaurants are not part, only lecture theaters. So we've classified that. The Cabinet is granting approval and will publish that. Even what we term as critical institutions, the Ministry of Finance will have to budget for it and pay. Yesterday I was listening to the news item where Ghana Water made a complaint that because of some erratic power situation, they were unable to supply adequately. I empathize with them, and I think that what we've inherited, we should improve it. And the other note is that Ghana Water hasn't paid even 1 cedi for 7 months. We need that money to stabilize the power. If you don't pay 1 cedi for 7 months, and it compounds to 1 billion, the power sector will not be stable. The private sector or ordinary citizens alone cannot be called upon to shoulder the burden. The water is produced, the water is sold. ECG must collect the monies, and as minister, I will insist that ECG should collect the monies. The taxpayers' money should not be used to subsidize ECG's inability to collect the monies. Ghana Water must collect its monies. It sells the water. I consume water, I pay for it. I consume electricity, I pay for it. This is the only way we can bring about efficiency and turn the sector around. I also charge ECG to give us a roadmap to sustain the lights at the distribution level. They've given me some indication that because of the rains, and I say that in other countries when it rains, they don't have the kind of outages we experience here. So we should begin to see some improvement. Also in the Kumasi area, we've done some improvement. And I'm charging the Energy Commission, and they're here to give me a weekly report on the situation. Let me emphasize, and I'm serious about this. If we find out that any administrative officer, be it director, general manager, area manager, if we find out and the evidence points that you are not working in tandem with your laid down procedure, you are either lazing around or sabotaging the system, you'll be sacked. And I'm clear about that. But if I don't sack you, I'll be sacked. So I would want to appeal to you, Chairman, and appeal to committee members, so that all of us will work together. The biggest problem confronting the sector is a financial challenge. We've inherited more than $3 billion of debt to power generation companies alone. If you put all the debt together, it was about 80 billion. What has brought it down now is the improvement in the currency, because a lot of the debt is foreign denominated and dollar denominated. So as the currency improves, it also reduces the debt further. But I want to thank the finance minister in particular. I've always been at his office, knocking at his door. I want to update him. Don't get upset with me.